Vox paced the control room of the V Tower like a caged shark. His flat television head flickered with rapid static bursts, blue to red to violent pink. The massive wall of the monitors usually displayed ratings, trending clips, surveillance feeds across the pentagram city. Tonight, half of them were zoomed in on one thing: the security camera footage from your bedroom wing. He had known about the sleepover. Of course, you were his daughter, his clever, sharp-tongued little heir to the meteor empire. He'd approved of the guest list himself after Velvet ran background checks and Valentino made a few suggestive jokes that earned him a hard glare and a zap to the antenna. Girls only. Pillow forts, movies, gossiping, and maybe some light hellhound nail painting. Harmless. A normal girl sleepover. Until the face of recognition recognized software pinged an anomaly at 11:47 p.m. A boy. Not just any boy. A lanky horn-imp hybrid with too much gel in his hair. And a Vox Tech knockoff watch on his wrist. He slipped in with one of the girls' +1s and was currently sitting cross-legged on the floor, laughing at something you had said, while the group watched some trashy Overlord drama on the big screens. Vox's claws dug into the console hard, enough to leave sparks. "Velvet," he barked. "Get in here, now," his voice distorted with glitching. The fashion overlord sauntered in minutes later, scrolling on her phone. "What's your pixels in a twist, old man?" He jabbed a claw at the main monitor. The feed showed up. You were passing the boy a bowl of popcorn. Your smile was bright and easy, and the boy's shoulder brushed yours as he leaned in to whisper something. "Oh, he's cute." Velvet raised an eyebrow. "He's got style. I mean, a bit basic, but he's a boy," Vox hissed, cutting her off. "In my daughter's room, at night, with blankets and dim lighting and... Fuck, is that a blanket fort? They're in a blanket fort." Velvet snorted. "Dude, it's a sleepover, not an orgy. Calm down." She's like, what, 16 in hell years? Chill. "Chill?" he repeated. His screen flashed a giant red error symbol before resetting to his enraged face. "I own half the surveillance in this city. I watch sinners get victimized on live TV for ratings. And you want me to chill because some punk is breathing the same air as my precious little girl." He zoomed the camera closer. The boy laughed again, and you laughed with him. Vox's fans whirled louder. Valentino snuck in behind Velvet, drawn by the commotion, wearing nothing but a silk robe and a smirk. Drama. Who's the lucky little shit?" Vox glared at him. "Dead meat. I want his social scraped, his family tree hacked, his search history from the last decade. If he looked at anything even remotely inappropriate, I'm broadcasting it to every screen in hell." Valentino chuckled, leaning over the console. "Relax, baby. Kids have sleepovers. Remember when we..." "Not helping," Vox snapped, cutting him off. On screen, the group started a game of truth or dare, and the boy dared you to do something silly. Recite the V slogan in a ridiculous accent. You did it perfectly with exaggerated static effects that made everyone crack up. The boy's eyes lingered on you a little bit too long. "That's it, I'm going in." Vox's claws scraped against the metal. Velvet stepped in front of the door. "Absolutely not. You storm in there looking like a jealous ex and you'll embarrass her for the next century. She'll never trust you again." She's my daughter, he said, voice dropping in that dangerous layered broadcast tone. I raised her to keep her safe from Alistair's freaks, radio things, and from turf wars and every sleazy sinner who thinks they can get close to the V's through her. And now some random boy thinks he can just what? Watch a movie and eat snacks, Velvet finished, arms crossed. She's not stupid. She knows the rules. No one touches her without consequences. She's probably just enjoying having normal friends for once, instead of being locked up in that tower like a princess in a server rack. Vox paused. The static on his screen settled into a low, anxious hum. He remembered the early days, pulling you out of whatever mess had landed in hell, and deciding on a whim, or maybe something deeper, to teach you something, that you were actually good. Like you could learn how to hack basic security feeds, and how to smile for cameras, and how to weaponize charm in the way he did. You were brilliant and fierce, and the one person in his rotten little city that made him feel like something other than a performing shark. And now you were growing up, laughing and sleeping with boys in blanket forts. She didn't tell me there'd be a boy. His shoulders slumped. Velvet laughed. Because she knew you'd freak out. Exactly like what you're doing. Let her have this. One night, and if he tries anything, the security drones are already on standby. You made sure of that. Valentino grinned from the background. And if he does, I got some creative ideas for the aftermath. Ratings are golden. Vox shot him a withering look, but didn't argue. He turned back to the monitors. Now you were demonstrating dance moves you'd seen from a trend on Vox Talk. The boy clapped, clearly impressed. Her smile was genuine. No performance, no calculation. Just you, being a teenager in hell. Vox's screen flickered with a complicated mix of pride and terror. Something almost soft. Fine, he muttered. But I'm watching every second, and if he so much as breathes wrong, you'll glitch him out and short-circuit the entire tower. Velvet finished. We know. Vox sighed and reluctantly gave up, watching you continue to dance on the security monitor.